Got it. I think I got it. Yes, we got it.
Nice.
Welcome to the
We
Cooldown
found the
Lap.
record button.
We were
We're
struggling.
back
We were
for
struggling there for a
episode
minute.
10,
I don't know
Cooldown
where it
Lap
went.
podcast,
Welcome to episode, what is it, 10?
episode 10.
Episode 10. We got it right this time. We got it right this time.
We'll pretend like the technical difficulties has nothing to do with the fact that it's St. Patrick's Day today.
Yes, we are completely sober. Promise. Yeah, episode 10, your host, Jog, and we got,
We got Garrett. Let's go.
let's go.
Holy crap, dude. We
Yeah.
just finished trying to debrief some of the stuff that happened this weekend. And I think we barely scratched the surface. We had to go back to the archives of the race and look at highlights to try to remember the 96 crazy things that happened this weekend.
Yeah, let's start off with that, Garrett. How do you feel about these regs now? Two races in, I feel like they've been two very eventful races, and it's going well.
As a Red Bull fan, I could not be more mad about these regulations.
Ah,
Uh, as someone who likes to watch Ferraris race each other, I couldn't be more happy about these regulations. And as someone who hopes that Max Verstappen ends up at Mercedes next year to replace George Russell, I could not be more happy about these regulations. So, all in all, we got a 2 for 3 positives with one glaring negative for this season, a la Red Bull. But there's some good fighting. That's a good thing.
can we circle back to what you just said? Can we just appreciate how savage the sport is, whereas George Russell may win a WDC and still be dropped?
We can
And
only hope. We can only hope. He
in
gets
the lights
relegated
of
to
the
the tractor team of Red Bull, and we put
oh,
Max into that Mercedes. I can only hope.
man, I mean, the way Toto's been talking, the rumor's been, who knows what's going to happen. But if that happens, just goes to show how savage F1 can be.
He's still out there. Maxi, sign the contract.
Yes,
Sign the contract.
that was pretty good. That was a good accent. You nailed it. Oh man,
Uh,
where do we even begin,
we
Garrett?
start at the start of the weekend. We start with sprint qualifying and the sprint race. Sprint qualifying, nothing crazy happened. It just
Yeah,
happened.
it just
Let's
happened.
put it
It
on
just
pole.
happened.
Let's
Yeah,
put it on pole. It was clean. It was controlled. Uh, Kimi did his best. Max struggled. We're gonna get coming back to this again and again.
yeah,
Uh, and some of the Ferraris put it up there pretty close to the top. So
yeah. I
we
mean,
knew we know what set the stage.
yeah, yeah.
What do you think of the sprint race though?
It was good. I mean, the McLarens were good, top of the midfield, I think. Ferraris were,
They had a good day on the sprint race.
yeah, yeah, they did.
Good retribution for Oscar
Oh yeah,
for an earlier part of the weekend
yeah,
after his DNF in Australia.
definitely putting it back up there for the McLarens and Ferraris as well. Like they didn't qualify as high as I think they would like, but going into the sprint, they were pretty solid in the sprint race.
Yeah, they were strong. Uh, they were a bit step behind though, right? Not qualifying on that front row. That's going to put them behind, especially with the Mercedes looking as fast as they are. But they're
Hey,
putting a good show.
well, what's the point of starting on pole if you're gonna go first anyways off with that start? Like they don't need to be, in the
They
front
could
row.
qualify 10th and hit the start button and be first by the first corner,
and,
right?
and somehow still manage to be first for the first like few corners and then Mercs just come in blazing.
Exactly. Mercedes could not start the race and still end up at the front of this thing, but it leads to some good fighting early on, which I can appreciate. What I've been shocked about is how clean the first corners of the first two races have been. Like, we're not sending cars off into oblivion. People are playing nice, and it gives us a nice early start of the race, the sprint race and the race. No one's really ended up Guan Yu Zhouing and spinning into the fence or running into the back of each other. It's been quite civilized.
Yeah, I think in the sprint race it was just Kimi that tapped into Hadjar on the side,
Yeah,
which actually
that
did.
really ruined his sprint race when you take a 10-second penalty in his sprint. That's a hard one to come back from.
That was a tough one. That was a tough one, and it was unfortunate because he pulled through again. Like I think he came into P2 towards
He
the
clawed himself back quite a bit. And then 10 seconds, though, like you got to be gapping people in a sprint race to pull 10 seconds.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. But he's still finishing the points. He still got I think a total of 4 points, finished P5, which is pretty impressive for taking a 10-second penalty in a sprint race.
That's wild, especially because wasn't there a safety car in the sprint race too?
Yes, there was. There
It was
was
either a VSC or a safety car when Hulkenberg pulled off.
yeah. Yeah, so that's where the chaos a little bit happened with everyone pitting and getting a fresh set of tires on.
Wild. You don't see that in a sprint race.
No, no.
The
Yeah.
unpredictability, the fact that a car will just be driving down lap after lap and just decide, yeah, that's it, pull over, park it.
Yeah,
No
what
accident, no fire, no warning, just man, that's it.
That's the beauty of these regs, like just the way cars have been dropping like flies. And I think there were even more retirements in the race this time around. I'm not too sure how many were in the sprint. There was three in the sprint. There was Arvid, Valtteri, and Hulkenberg in the sprint race, and then even more in the big race, which we'll get to. But yeah, cars are dropping
Think
like
about it
flies.
back to Australia, right? One, two, three, four, five DNFs. Yikes.
Was it five or six in the actual race?
In Australia, one,
Yeah,
two, three, four, five.
five.
Because technically speaking, Stroll came back out even though he was 15 laps behind.
Yeah, but they both ended up not completing the race.
Correct. But they still have Lance not as a DNF because he was only 15 laps behind the rest of the.
Oh, interesting.
So you can call it six or five and a half,
Hey,
but
I'll take that. We finished.
15 laps behind.
We finished. Oh man.
At least puts it close in comparison. Okay. So we get through the first little bit of the sprint race, and there's still an entire second half of the weekend to go.
Yeah. Yeah, we got the race.
We got a qualifying event and a race.
Qualifying
What
was
did you
pretty interesting too.
What did you think? What made it interesting to you?
Well, we know what happened towards the end, and I think the biggest point, Antonelli smacked it on pole, which is
As the youngest pole sitter in F1 history.
which is amazing. I think that's brilliant, but it happened for a reason, and it happened because of George.
Yeah, George's car crapped out on him, right?
Yeah,
Gave him some trouble. We weren't even sure if he was going to make it back out for a second run or if he was going to gift Antonelli the pole. But he got back out. He laid down a strong lap. It just was not on the pace of Antonelli, and it let Antonelli break his first record of probably many to come, which I'm sure had Toto jumping for joy and had Antonelli painting a bright light for his future.
yeah. I mean, he stuck it on pole, and it was a little bit of luck involved, but I think luck goes a long way in this sport.
There's luck in F1 across the board, right? Like it happens
Yeah,
every season. Right at the pivotal moment, someone gets a flat tire, someone gets caught on a safety car. It's really what drives a lot of the drama. But it was
yeah,
nice to see that George still put a lap in because then it wasn't as if Kimi did it without competition. He still had had something to compare car to car.
yeah. And you know what? It still put the Mercs in the front row, so it was a
Yeah,
good lap
exactly.
nonetheless.
George put a shit lap in, was still about ahead of everyone else, just
Yeah.
couldn't knock his buddy off the top. So I mean, what can you say about Mercedes? They're probably have removed the sandbags at this point. They're probably starting to show their true colors, which should spark fear into the rest of the grid.
Well, it seems like
When
it's
a
gonna be
rookie
like
driver's out qualifying, Charles Leclerc, Lewis Hamilton, George Russell,
it's going to be like this for the
big
rest of the season, and it kind of raises a question now: is Kimmy gonna give George a run for his money?
I think he's going to try his damnedest, right? Uh, I think it's going to probably come down to a little bit of luck on whether or not he can usurp George for the title. But uh, dare we say Rosberg Hamilton round two, Kimmy and Russell. or Kimi Räikkönen versus
Yeah,
George Russell.
Kimi Räikkönen versus George Russell. Can't believe that happened.
We'll get to that on the podium celebration, but let's hope they get his name right for the rest of the season. Kimi
Yeah,
Antonelli.
Kimi Antonelli. Yeah. Let's move
I
on to
think
the race then, I guess,
the
hey?
biggest thing from that is Kimi laid it down under pressure, right? Like he's 19 years old. You're thinking, is this kid going to be good enough? Does he deserve a seat with Mercedes, or should he have been put into one of the feeder teams? But he gets given a multi-million dollar car, crashes it his first day out driving it outside of F1. And everyone had some doubts on whether he was the right call or whether Toto pulled the ripcord a little bit early. But to lay it down and put it on pole, especially after having a disappointing sprint or sprint process, that speaks a lot about this kid. And we all know he's going places, but we think he's going places fast.
Oh yeah. Toto kind of said that in his celebration on over the radio, right? He's just like, hey, like people doubted us, right? And here we are.
People doubted us, people doubted you, and look where you're at.
Yeah, yeah.
And then we get to the race.
Let's talk about the race.
Buddy, this highlights what these regulations are going to do to us, which is give us heart palpitations for the first 10, 15 laps of this race while the Mercedes get beat off the line by Ferrari. Then they walk away. And then the Ferraris just spend the rest of the race doing donuts around each other, trying their hardest not to crash into each other while also slowing themselves down enough that everyone else can catch them.
Yeah, yeah. I think you were talking to me about it. You're like, man, like they should have like, just focused on George or focused on the car ahead rather than going
Yeah,
at it
they
themselves.
they were sitting there and like they had George behind them. Antonelli had already just ran away up the road, right? And Leclerc and Hamilton were sitting there fighting each other for long enough that George probably drove 10 laps behind them, having a live commentary.
Yeah.
And I think I saw a clip where he's behind both of them. He's driving along. He's like, "Hey, Charles, I think was too late on the brakes there. I think that was the second move. He just totally cut off Lewis on that corner." Just commentating this fight for what seemed like forever before he just drove past them and down off the road.
And then he just flies off. Yeah, he
Yeah,
just like as soon as he gets that opportunity, he just like sends it. But he
yeah.
got a good view of the show for sure, because that show was a big highlight of the freaking race.
No, it was dope. I was impressed that they didn't make contact more than like a wheel brush or didn't crash each other out of the race because they were both on the limit racing each other for what seemed like 10 laps straight, if not more.
Honestly, there was a couple of moments where I was on the edge of the sofa and I'm like, oh my God, they're gonna hit. Like
You're
they
like,
were
that's the double
close.
DNF.
Oh my God. But man, it just goes to show that they're just so talented. Like we're watching this and we're like sweating, and those guys are having fun.
They're having fun. Charles came on the radio and said, I'm so happy I'm having fun. Like, that's the
Oh
first time
my
I've heard
God.
Charles saying that in years. So, if nothing else than the mental health of Charles and Lewis, uh, that's a takeaway from 2026, right? We're going to be happy for Charles and Lewis.
Hey,
Uh, Speaking of double DNFs, though, we can come back to this. Double DNFs.
yeah.
What happened to McLaren? They laid it down in the sprint. They looked like a highlight. They qualified well. This time, Oscar made it around the lap to the grid, doubled the amount of race distance he had from Australia. And then neither of their cars started.
Hey,
And they
so
both left the race, and I got 5 points towards our fantasy league.
oh yeah. I forgot about that. Right. The 5 points. Good job, bro. Good job. I think I'm just gonna keep betting on McLaren because I feel like Mercedes have just given them a lemon or something, man.
Lando or bust for DNF.
Yeah, man. Yeah, they had, I guess, both had separate electrical issues in their cars, and there's so many rumors and conspiracies going around now. I've heard a couple saying that Merckx gave him like, a less, dominant power unit, and they gave the Alpines a better power unit, and there's no two power units that are alike. So maybe it's some revenge from last season. Who knows? But
They
nobody
just
likes a customer client doing better.
they just turned the power down on that guy's car, and they said, "Good luck. Go fight in the midfield."
Yeah,
Come back when
well,
you're nicer to us.
I mean, McLaren's will figure it out, but dude, not coming out two double DNFs, and then Oscar with that interview we talked about, like after just just
What a
the
kick in the
final
nuts.
blow.
The what a kick in the nuts, buddy. DNF's his second race in a row, and the commentator or the interview goes, Oscar, that was really challenging. But at least you made it twice as far today
Bro,
after he doesn't even start the race, but at least he made it to the lap to the grid.
Oscar's face, you should have seen it. He's just like smiling, but he's like, bro, like, I
It's like,
guess, yeah.
are you kidding me? Savagery. Savagery.
So savage, man. Oh, can't believe that
And
happened.
Lando is a big fan of the regs up until the point where he DNF'd. He's like, these are great, these are awesome. And then he's like, no one likes to drive these cars.
Yeah, yeah. But honestly, there's a mixed field with the regs because Lando doesn't like him. Max absolutely hates them, and then there's
But
like,
Lando said he liked them until he started DNFing. Then suddenly he hates them. So I think
well,
Lando's a bandwagoner for the regs.
that brings up a question now. Lewis loves the regs. He's having so much fun. He said it. Max hates it. Lando has bandwagoned, but Max and Lando are the only two, well, that have really been effective negatively on the regs that have, I guess, a significant enough voice, being world champions, that can kind of give that opinion out. What do you think's going on?
Can sway the vote.
Yeah,
Well, I think if Max gets loud enough, the FIA will do something because they don't want to lose their big dog, the
yeah.
only person that made 2025 exciting.
No, I'm sure, but like, let's talk about his start. Let's talk about his race. Like, it was horrific. What,
Bad
like,
day to be a Red Bull. Were you gonna pull up the picture of the mods they added to his car for this weekend? Because
well, thank God they made some changes to their car. Like, they needed it for sure. But I'm gonna have to pull that up and just show everyone. But that being said,
because he started and he put his pedal to the metal, and I think he almost went backwards. Like he looked like he was driving a shopping cart or a lawnmower, and everyone else was going by in their tuned up Honda Civics in comparison.
yeah, like it seemed like, so the issue was that he's having battery issues, or the car's not starting off the battery. It's going straight to the combustion engine, which we all know, if you've ever driven a Tesla, a battery powered car just is so quick off the line. It's just so
Yeah,
torquey,
exactly. You're
right?
you're flying past Buddy and his Toyota Corolla sitting there in first gear.
Oh, easily, easily. And yeah, it just seems like they're not getting the start right at all, and people are just
Like at
flying by him.
all. At all.
Yeah. And it just goes to show, like, Max is still finding a way to make that car, put it in there, put it in the mix.
Well, he went from what? What did he qualify in? P5 or something? Or no, where did he qualify? I can't remember. I have to pull it up.
Yeah, he qualified. Let's take a look. Oh, I'm on the sprint qualifying. He qualified eighth.
Qualifies P8, starts off, drops almost to the back of the grid, fights his whole way up into the high midfield again, gets murked by a safety car, fights his way all the way back up to the high midfield, then his engine explodes. You're like face palm.
This is literally the perfect summary of what just happened. Just that face and everything.
Qualifies P8, back to the grid by turn one, all the way back up to P10, gets overtaken by a fucking Haas on pace and pit stops, instantly gets dinged by a safety car because Lance Stroll decides to stop his car randomly on the track. So screw you, Aston Martin. Comes all the way back up to P6, gets stuck behind the same Haas, like looks at Ollie Bearman's backside for 100 laps, and then his engine explodes. And now he's unhappy, to say the least. And what did he say? Time to retire the car? No, I'm going to retire from the whole fucking sport.
Yeah, he said
So
that.
he is upset with the regs.
Not happy at all. And hey, Garrett, at least now, we can be friends because it seems like we got some similarities going on.
First time?
Oh,
Well,
we
it's
had
a
a good
bad
laugh.
day to be a Red Bull or an Aston Martin fan.
Oh my God. Look at these memes, man.
Denial, anger, bargaining, depression. What was the last one?
The last one was acceptance.
Acceptance.
Yeah, yeah. And then this one.
Red Bull driver Max Verstappen visits an orphanage. It's heartbreaking to look into those sad, hopeless eyes, said one of the kids. It's
Yeah,
not wrong. It's not wrong.
that's where
Bad
we're
day
at
to be a Red Bull. Bad day to be a Red Bull.
for sure.
Hadjar spins out. Max's car dies. Hadjar
Yeah.
finishes in the points regardless. So now Max is trailing his teammate by a considerable amount of points, isn't he?
Yeah,
Or
let's
they're
take a
close
look.
to each other. Sorry, they're close to each other. He's not trailing yet because he did better in the last race.
Yeah, I think Max is at 8 and then Hadjar's
Hadjar's
at
at
4.
4.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
could overtake him on points in a race alone if he
Yeah,
has another DNF like that.
that is
Yikes.
crazy though.
Yikes.
What else happened? Let's move on from Max. Let's see what's going on with I want to talk a little bit about the Alpines.
Yeah, you were excited about the Alpines.
I
Even
was.
though even though they got that suspicious Mercedes power unit, they've been rocking it. I certainly didn't give them enough credit in my preseason or pre-preseason predictions, but they seem to be throwing down. Where they end up this week?
Yeah, so with the actual race itself, hold on, let me just pull it up again.
Gasly in P7.
Yeah.
All right.
Gasly is in
Gasly in
P6 for Peter Gasly.
P6 with Colapinto in P10. That's double points for the boys in pink.
Those are the same boys that just weren't even like playing the same game last year. They were
They
playing
were in
soccer.
F1 2024 while the boys were in F1 2025 still.
Yeah, they were just so given up. And I know in the beginning of the season we talked about all the pressure being built up on the team, all the pressure being built up on the drivers with obviously Flavio, a lot of things happening in the back end as well.
Didn't Pierre Gasly get a hug from Flavio Briatore?
He did. He did.
Shit.
Yeah.
Dad loves him again.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it seems like he has a better relationship with Pierre from what I've seen off the face of it than Colapinto. And Colapinto scored points too, and he needs to get up in the mix because I feel like he's in a similar boat as some other drivers we'll probably talk about in just a few minutes. But he's got to get the car up there for sure. But good job on Alpine, man. Like being a dominant part of the midfield in this race is a big win for them. Huge win.
It's huge. I mean, they're up there right behind the Haas, who kicked the shit out of the Red Bull. So
I mean, isn't the
the
Haas
Alpine,
ahead of the Red Bull in the team standings?
let me pull that up for
So
the teams.
yeah,
No, no. The Haas is above the Red Bull. The Alpine is still down 2 points below Red Bull and Racing Bulls are both tied at 12.
okay,
So
fair.
Alpine's chomping at their heels. They could pass them in one race. Uh, Red Bull and the Racing Bulls are tied. The Works and the customer team. And the Haas is kicking the hell out of them, almost overtaking McLaren. We could see Haas usurping McLaren this season if they keep it up.
Haas and McLaren are what a point off right now, and the way the McLarens have been DNFing, who knows where the Haas is gonna go? But Haas needs to pull through with their second driver. It's hard to say. It's funny to say call Esteban Ocon a second driver, but it feels like it right now.
Yeah, you've got Ollie Bearman up there running the Haas F1 team, and you've got his buddy off in no man's land trying to keep up.
Yeah, can we give a shout out to Ollie Bearman? Two races now, and he's scored points. P5
He
for
was
for this race.
he was P7 in Australia, and then P5 in China, with Ocon being P11 in Australia. and P14 in China.
Wild. That is
Always throwing,
absolutely,
always throwing down,
yeah, yeah.
and he's not afraid to throw down.
No, man. And that's the thing is it's like Esteban is like an experienced driver at this point. Like he needs to keep up and and Ollie is showing that the car is capable of it, right? So I know Esteban had a little bit of a incident in the race, which
Just
kind
an
of
incident.
which kind of led to this, but um yeah, he's got to bring it up and good on Esteban to even owning up to it. I don't know if you heard his radio right after, but he's just like, yeah, that
He
was my fault.
crashed, and he's like, "Yep, I fucked up. That's on
Yeah,
me. My
yeah.
bad. Oops." Who did he
Ugh.
crash into again?
I can't recall off the top of my head. I want to say it was Pierre Gasly or
No, it could have been Gasly.
I
Was
think
it?
it was, man. I think it was because he was up there with them. He was up there, and that set him back.
Yeah, it was when he was coming out of the pits with cold tires.
Yeah, yeah, and he tried to stick his nose in that with cold tires at that turn, and he tapped into someone, causing him to um, yeah, just fall back.
Talking about good saves though, and Ollie Bearman. Isaac Hadjar spins it, and Bearman all ends his life with one of the better saves of the season so far.
That was a save and a half. I've got to say, I keep watching it. I'm like, he saved his race right there, and that's another reason why he deserves to be where he is, because that took a lot of skill, a lot of skill. Like first, we saw the first race Colapinto kind of off the line, just avoiding contact, and I think this now, just the total avoidance of Isaac just spinning out of nowhere, like he's completely taking that turn fine, and all of a sudden he just loses it.
Like a ballerina.
Just sends it. Just absolutely sends it. That was crazy.
That
Really,
was crazy.
really good save on his part. I wonder if I can actually show you guys and pull it up. I just don't want our videos to get flagged again. By the way, if you guys didn't know, our last video did get flagged and taken down. So if you hear it,
Whoops.
watch it, check it out on Spotify.
uh, but all in all, this led to an exciting race where Antonelli took home the win.
Yeah, yeah.
His first win
Kimi
in F1.
Räikkönen won.
Kimi, Kimi Räikkönen on the
It,
podium
it was
with Lewis and George, the three drivers from Mercedes. With the meme of George in the comments
oh
during his
yeah,
villain era.
just oh, I had to pop that up.
Oh, it's so funny.
But yeah, Kimmy, good on him, nailed it. Had a little bit of a scare at the end there.
Oh God, yeah, locked up and almost sent it into the wall and like three
Oh,
laps to go.
that was I was scared for him. I was scared. I really wanted him to pull through.
I think he
Uh,
was scared for him. I think he was probably changing into his brown pants after that race.
did you hear Bono's radio after? He's like, "Yeah, Kimmy, just bring it in, nice
Yeah,
and easy."
there's just a few laps to go. Let's keep
Yeah,
it out of the wall.
yeah.
Drive it nice and slow.
Oh God, that was funny. That was pretty funny. But yeah, he nailed it. Got the
That led
podium.
to a three Mercedes podium with
Yeah, yeah.
Kimi, George, and Lewis and Bono. Four Mercedes guys on the podium.
Yeah, it was really fun to see, and um, we talked about kind of Toto and his relationship with Kimmy and others before, but like the way he like greeted everyone too, like Kimmy, big hug, um, George, fist bump, a handshake, and Lewis, big hug. You know what I mean? Like it's just like, what's going on here? Like that's your big that's your main gun.
He's recreating that Key and Peele skit. Mr. President,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. What's up?
what's up? What's up, brother?
That's literally what happened in 4K.
The much more German Italian version,
Oh
but not far
man.
off.
Yeah.
Crazy weekend. Crazy weekend. Where did that leave us sitting on points? as we
Yeah, let's.
return to the age-old question of who's going to have to eat some really spicy shit.
So with the Chinese Grand Prix, we got the points right over here. We have the
He's
results.
tallying these, and I'm not double checking his work, so he could just be like stacking this in his favor, and I have no idea. So
Guys,
if
please
you
double
guys see
check.
some irregularities, double check his work, so I'm not just getting shafted.
Yeah, please proofread my work because I'm just putting in numbers. I'm just clicking buttons here.
One
I'm
plus
just
one equals six for Jogpal. One plus one equals -4 for Garrett.
I am really good at highlighting things. As you can see, I picked the blue for Red Bull and the green for Aston.
Dude, this is sick. I love the color coding. This is
Uh,
a heck of a spreadsheet.
there we go. We got something going now. So we got the results over here. So Garrett, with you, you predicted for the race it was Russell, Leclerc, and Antonelli. That gave you 0 points. Wait, 0 points? Doesn't make sense.
I'm thinking that you might have done some
I
math
I messed
incorrectly
up. You got
here,
one point
sir.
there. 1 point there. Because Russell was 1 point off. Okay,
Yeah.
we got Leclerc,
It was
uh,
a swing and a miss on Leclerc because
just
he
swing and a
wasn't on the
miss,
podium
and swing and a miss over here.
because he was P3 and not P2 or P1, and give him enough credit.
And then
And
this
for
goes to
Verstappen, you just swung and oh, sorry, that was for the sprint. I swung completely missed.
yeah. So Verstappen was number three. Leclerc, you got 2 points because you nailed that, and Russell, you got 2 points because you nailed that. So your totals for the sprint and race were five from the races, and then you nailed Lando Norris for a DNF, giving
It
you
was
a
the
plus
DNF that
five.
brought it back for me on that.
That gave you a total of 10 points. Okay. I didn't do so great in this race. Nailed a few points. So for the race, Leclerc, I was being very ambitious with that one, eh? I had a lot of faith in him.
He did
Um,
not come first, was the spoiler.
zero
But he had
points.
fun, Joggy. He had fun. That's what matters when you're race for Ferrari.
Participation points for having fun, I guess.
Yeah, man.
Um, George Russell +2, and then Piastri again, very ambitious. He wasn't actually too far off. I think it was sixth or seventh on the sprint. Um, 0 points nonetheless. Sprint, we got George Russell 2 points. We got Leclerc two
Leclerc.
points, and then we got zero for Verstappen. We had a lot of faith in Max as well.
We did. It was ill faith on this one.
Yeah.
So we got 10 and 6 for this race. Where are we at on the
So you're actually
total?
at 11 because I probably did that 1 point I missed wrong.
Did I
I'm,
only
I'm
get
not
1 point in the first race in Australia? Rough. It's bad day to be Garrett in that first race.
yeah.
Bad day to be Garrett in that first race.
I'm not too sure why this is not even working, but I'll take a look at this. But we'll get that figured out, which leads us to
Japan.
Japan.
Is
You ready
Japan
to do
another
this?
sprint weekend? Are you kidding me?
No, it doesn't have a sprint weekend, but I'm just leaving
Oh,
this blank because I'm keeping all the formats the same so I can do
oh, I can look it
I
up.
can do my formulas, bro. I'm not gonna do
That
the
makes
math
sense.
myself. I'll do
You're
formulas.
an Excel spreadsheet guy. It's all got to go back to the totals. Yeah, let's make some predictions here. Okay, so we just need race. We just need the race and the DNF, right?
Yeah.
Okay, take 10 seconds to make your predictions.
Yeah, so I already have my predictions here. I've done them already. I'm just not too sure why I can't make any changes to my spreadsheet right now.
It's locked. It's got to
Is
be
it
locked.
locked? Is that how it works?
I have no idea. I'm just saying that. You might not be logged in. I don't know.
I'll take a look at it. I'm just gonna write this down in the meantime.
Who's gonna DNF? Oh, I want to say Oscar Orlando again, but I can't. I can't put that
Hey,
little faith.
you can say whatever you want.
I can't have that little faith. Since the top 10 is all kinds of screwed up right now, are we going based on the top 10 as it appears? So George, Antonelli, Leclerc, Hamilton, Bearman, Norris, Gasly, Verstappen, Lawson, and Lindblad?
Yeah, we should do that.
So it'll be a list that's in flux over time.
Yeah, it'll change up with time, but like I think um or should we do driver standing top 10?
That's what I mean. I'm doing driver standing top
Yeah,
10.
yeah, yeah. Driver standing top 10 makes sense.
So that can flux over time.
Yeah.
Who do I go for the DNF?
While you cook that up, I'll just say what my predictions are because I already have them written down.
I can tell you my race predictions.
Yeah, let's see your race ones.
I've got George from Kimi from Charles.
George, Kimmy, and then Charles.
Yeah.
Okay, so pretty close. I've got George, Charles, Kimmy.
All right. Let's see. I'm putting faith in these Mercs.
I feel like Kimmy just might be riding the high right now. He might make a mistake, which will set him back. But knowing him, he's going to claw his way back up. But at that point, I feel like Charles will have a big enough lead to secure second. And what do you got for your DNF?
Oh, I'm so torn. I'm between Norris and Max. Who do I want to pick? Who do I want- I'm gonna go bold, and as much as I'm gonna hate it if it happens, I've got Max DNFing.
Wow.
I don't want to, but I do.
I've got Liam Lawson. I think,
It's a stretch.
what's
Liam
that?
Lawson. All right. All right. It's a stretch.
Hear me out. Hear me out.
Liam's finished both other races, so isn't this a he has?
I think
He's
two
one of the
things.
only drivers to finish both races.
Listen, Garrett, let me justify this, all right? Stop trying to, stop doing this, all right? Give me one
Stop
second.
doing data analysis.
He's got the Red Bull Ford engine. Red Bull's been crapping out. I feel like it's just a matter of time they crap out. Secondly, Arvid put a lot of pressure on Liam from that first race. He might have some breathing room now, but I feel like Arvid is going to make a comeback, and that's going to put pressure on him to perform. He
We
was
shall see.
he was still pretty wild. Arvid was still making driving like a maniac. So I feel like Liam has a little bit of pressure on his back, thanks to Arvid Lindblad. So we'll see how that pressure pans out.
Technically, they're pretty close to each other in the standings. So
They're close. They're close.
Lindblad and Hadger are tied on points,
There you go.
buddy.
So
Let's pull this chart back up. Let's lock it in.
hold on. It's not working
Yeah,
for me right now.
I cannot believe I picked Max for this 5 points, and I really hope I don't win them, but I think I'm going to.
Oh man, that's such a hard place to be as a fan. Oh God. Let's take a look. Let's see if this works now. You got 11 points in total. Nope, it's not working. I'll figure it out after. This will fine. It's just Excel. I got your predictions right here. Garrett, we got George Russell, Kimi Antonelli, Charles Leclerc, and DNF is Max Verstappen. There we go. And
Unfortunately,
for Jog, we got George Russell, Charles Leclerc, Kimi Antonelli, and we have Liam Lawson as a DNF.
yeah. Will the McLarens actually start the race? Will they finish the race? Stay tuned. Find out this week in Japan.
Japan's gonna be a good one. I'm excited.
While Max is on what, Saturday, driving the Nürburgring?
Wait, so he's doing that the day after the
No.
race?
He's doing it this weekend, and then the 28th is Japan. So there's no race this weekend. This weekend is Nürburgring for Max, then Japan's the following week. You get a week off.
Oh man, I thought Japan was this weekend, dude. I'm sad now. Dude.
Now you just have to watch the Nürburgring
Oh,
GT3 series, Endurance 2026.
yeah. I mean, that'll be fun. That will be fun. We can do
Okay.
that. We can
We
do that.
will have to heavily medicate Jog Paul for his depression, force him to watch GT3 while Max drives a Mercedes and probably wins. Um, I think it will tide you over to the following week where we get to watch cars drive in circles in Japan. But until then, wish us luck and wish Max luck in that beautiful Red Bull AMG.
It's a gorgeous car. I'm excited to watch it. I was just talking to Gary. I'm like, how do you even watch it? Like, it's 24 hours. When do we tune in? When do we know when Max is racing? But we'll figure that out.
I don't even know if it's 24 hours. I just know it's an endurance race. So it's a long race.
Yeah, isn't that what they do? It's
Four
24
hours.
hours and
4 hours. Sorry. 4 hours.
they take 4 hour
No, this one's a 4 hour race
no, Garrett, don't they take 4 hour kind of like um periods of driving?
in a 24-hour race. But this race, I believe, is a 4 hour race.
Oh,
We'll do
so
our
this is
homework. We'll do our homework and we'll watch this race.
sorry guys, we're just F1 fans. We're not really there yet in motorsport.
We're
We'll
not
let
there
you
in
know.
GT3.
We'll let you know when we venture into NASCAR, IndyCar, World Rally. We'll get there.
And with that, we'll sign it off. Give you guys some time to think about what Red Bull has done to their tractor. And then we'll see you guys in Japan.
We'll see you guys in Japan. See you guys.